I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beat beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my life.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
At their own 28-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action now. Haskins, he'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
16 yards. That's good for the Washington Redskins. First down.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Redskins, first down. First down 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Right there, 54 Mike. Come on, D. Check 26, check 26.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go along.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Charles Tapper able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 18-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky.
On play action, Haskins eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Got a man. That's Quinn. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, 88 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back. Left, right. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check safety.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Come on, let's go. Check 37. Check 30. Go.
Play action. Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Quinn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Haskins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Prescott on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Flushed it, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
A loss of
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long for Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jonathan Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Haskins on 3rd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He lets this one fly toward the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he will go down. a Cowboys sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be second down. On second down, it's Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On third down, it's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go, 47. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Got you.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
6 guys. We're going to 54. Why?
To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Yeah, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems. Let me. When up in magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they